groups.togethersc.org. Now, the way you can access it, and you do have to be logged in as a member. You do have to be a current and active member in order to participate. But you can find it under the Peer Networks menu at togethersc.org. And you can see the link here, Peer Network Listservs. So if you click that, you will see some information about joining it. Now, if you've already joined it, if you're already in, an easy way to access it is just to click this link right here, groups.togethersc.org. You don't have a separate username and password for it. You'll log in using your TogetherSC login credentials, which I'll show you in a minute. But if you haven't joined yet, then you can join by clicking this Join Now button here, which will, see, I'm not logged in. And there's a reason why I'm not logged in, and I'll show you in just a moment. But on this next page that is kind of behind the member wall is a sign up form to add yourself into the groups. But we're going to go directly to groups.togethersc.org. And if you type that in to your internet browser, or if you come to it from the main website, you'll see this page here. And this is the main hub for all of our Peer Network list groups. You can't actually post any messages to the hub. It just exists to be the house. And inside the house, there are many rooms, and the rooms are our individual peer network groups for our advocacy allies, our Black Nonprofit Leaders Group, all the way through to the Volunteer Admin Alliance. In order to join, you'll want and I should point out before we get to it, we have our guidelines for participation, and I encourage you to read those thoroughly. These are the rules of the road for posting in the listservs. We want to make sure that we keep all messages and communications on the group relevant to the purposes of each group, and that we're not clogging up folks' email inboxes with things that aren't quite relevant or aren't quite nice. But we're all professionals here, so I know that won't be an issue. But you'll scroll down, you can scroll down and you'll see log in if you're already a member or join this group. Either way, what's going to happen is when you click that login button, you're going to be taken back to the main TogetherSC website in order to log in, because it's your TogetherSC username credentials that give you access to the groups.togethersc.org. Logged in now. I'm a moderator on these groups, and so I have a whole lot more settings. Don't necessarily need to worry about that. But once you log in, you'll be at this main network page again. And then you can click through to your particular peer network. So I'm going to go to the operations peer network. And you'll see that information about the operations peer network is here. And if you haven't joined yet, there'll be a join button in this general area over here, just like there was on the network page. You can click that join button and you'll be put into an approval queue in which one of the moderators for the group, probably the TogetherSC staff member or the consultant facilitator, will review and add you into the group. And then, but once you're in, you can see, you can edit your subscription settings. If you go over to the left side and click subscription, you can edit your subscription settings. If you don't want to get an email every single time somebody posts a message, you don't have to. You can, but if you do, you can just set it to individual messages. But you can get a digest that will bundle the 12 messages together and send them to you when there are enough. A plain digest, which will make it even shorter. You can get a daily summary, so just one email a day that tells you what was talked about in the group. You can just get special notices, so only moderator messages will get to your email box. And you can just set it, say, I don't want any emails. I want to log in and check the messages myself. It was pointed out earlier to this morning that it does function as a listserv. It also functions as an old school internet forum as well, and you can engage with it however you prefer to engage with it. If you just want to send emails and receive emails, you only have to log in here once and never log in here again. If you want to not have your email box clogged up, you can just come to this website. It's up to you. But the main way to post in, and I should go back. Let me go back. If you just want to send emails, just look for the email address for the group. Each group has its own unique email address. So operations is operations peer network at groups.togethersc.org. And you can send an email to that email address and it will send it out to the group. But you can also log into this website and go to messages, and you can see the messages that have been posted. And you see in the operations group, we've got a couple of messages in here. And you can view them as topics, in which you can see all of the threads, or you can see them as individual messages as well. We also have poll questions. So some groups may have already posted poll questions. For instance, in the operations group, we talked about what operations topics might be most interesting to our folks, and we've got that poll question in there. And where is the, oh yes. So if you want to create a new topic, then you just click on new topic and you just enter in the subject line, enter in your text. You can also, and we strongly encourage you to do this, each group may have its own customized hashtags. You can just go over here and click hashtag and add them into the topic. That way, as folks are searching for particular topics and thoughts and getting some information, they can search by these hashtags and find the discussion on it. But when you've got your message that you want to send done, just click send and off it will go, posting into the group. If you want to see who all is in your peer network group, you can click on the directory and you can see all the names and in some cases the lovely faces of everybody who's in the group. Some groups may allow members to post their own poll questions, in which case you can do that. You can just click new poll, add in subject, the question, possible answers, and there's some settings here that you can do. Sometimes some groups may only reserve poll questions for the moderators. Sometimes moderators may post files if folks want to share templates and documents and things. Let your leadership team or your staff facilitator know. They may be able to upload that file for you. Liz asks, how do you get these emails not to go into your junk box or your spam box? All the emails from Listserv go into junk. I have to individually say this isn't junk. One way you can do this in many email systems, if you add the email address or you add the domain groups.togethersc.org into your contacts, then your email system will automatically treat that as not junk. And then we're also working on improving the email deliverability, but do check your spam folder, your junk folder, and mark them as not junk and put them in your inbox so your email system will do that.